Greetings and salutations, fellow humans. Today is the 26th of October, 2024, and I am Thaddeus Satori. Today I would like to share with you a recent experience I had. I was at a neighborhood pub sitting with a drinking buddy, and we were solving the world's problems over a few beers. We were engaged pretty much just in small talk, and he says to me at one point, "Hey, did you know that the Ohio River actually started on fire?" I said, "Wow, I didn't know that. I know the Chicago River had started on fire a couple of times, but I did not know about the Ohio River." Our conversation progressed on to other topics, and about a half hour later, he comes up with this statement: "I think we ought to do away with all federal regulations and all federal agencies that regulate business." And I thought to myself, what? A half hour ago we're talking about rivers on fire, and now you're saying there should be no regulations on businesses. And I failed to see his inability to connect those two dots, which were in my mind practically touching. While we never came to an agreement on the topic, it did inspire me to look more closely into my thoughts on the matter. It seems to me that all societies have rules of behavior, rules in religion, rules in politics, rules of the road, rules in sports. It seems to me that we humans are not to be trusted, and most of the rules I can think of have to do with limiting the damage of our darker inclinations. They are not just meant to protect us from ourselves, but also to protect those around us. I can't drive 60 miles an hour through a school zone. Does that limit my individual behavior? Yeah, of course it does. Should we have the rule? Yes, of course we should. I feel that there's plenty of room for debate around what rules we should have and what sorts of penalties we should suffer if we break them, and who should enforce those rules. However, the fact that we need rules, I think, in my mind at least, is not really open to debate. Of course we need rules. At this point in history, the only organization I see that has the infrastructure to enact and enforce any rules would be the government, but I suppose that could change in the future. Today we see governments around the world that run the entire spectrum, but my mother used to say frequently, find the happy medium, or as the Buddha put it, find the middle way. I think we have to decide what sorts of behavior is unacceptable and what sorts are personal. As I've always tried to instill in my daughters and in my students, choose your battles wisely. Not everything is going to be worth fighting for. Few things are worth fighting for. And if you want to play, you gotta pay. Those are the rules, regardless of the absurdity of them. This is part of life. We humans do some crazy stuff, and that's the way it is. As long as we're not hurting anybody else, well, let them get on with it, I guess. That's all I've got to say for today. Thank you for listening. Cheers for now.